Hello students, in this today's lecture of emerging trends in mechanical engineering, we will study two important concepts. One is about sodium sulfur battery and second one is what is fuel cell. Again here I advise you to subscribe my YouTube channel. The name of the channel is Dr. Ashish Bikhar. First we will study about sodium sulfur battery. Ford Motor Company pioneered the battery in 1960s to power early model electric cars. A sodium sulfur battery is a type of molten salt battery constructed from liquid sodium Na and sulfur S. This type of battery has a high energy density, high efficiency of charge or discharge, and long cycle life, and is fabricated from inexpensive materials. The operating temperatures of 300 to 350 degrees centigrade and the highly corrosive nature of the sodium polysulfides primarily makes them suitable for stationary energy storage applications. The cell becomes more economical with increasing size. This is a sketch of sodium sulfur battery in which you will see negative pole sodium and positive pole sulfur. So the chemical reaction while discharging and charging that you will also see on the screen. A sodium sulfur battery system is an energy storage system based on electrochemical charge or discharge reactions that occur between a positive electrode cathode that is typically made of molten sulfur S and a negative electrode anode that is typically made up of molten sodium Na. The electrodes are separated by a solid ceramic sodium beta alumina, which also serves as the electrolyte. This ceramic allows only positively charged sodium ions to pass through. The battery temperature is kept between 300 degrees centigrade and 350 degrees centigrade to keep the electrodes in a molten state, making independent heaters an integral part of the battery system. So this is about sodium sulfur battery or NAS battery system. Next we will see about fuel cell electric vehicle FCEV and the construction and working of fuel cell. A fuel cell vehicle FCV or fuel cell electric vehicle FCEV is an electric vehicle that uses fuel cell, sometimes in combination with a small battery or supercapacitor, to power its onboard electric motor. Fuel cells in vehicles generate electricity generally using oxygen from the air and compressed hydrogen. Most fuel cell vehicles are classified as zero emission vehicles. The first commercially produced hydrogen fuel cell automobile, the Hyundai Tucson, was introduced in 2013. Toyota Mirai followed in 2015 and then Honda entered the market. Fuel cells are being developed and tested in trucks, buses, boats, motorcycles and bicycles, among other kind of vehicles. Let us see the concept of fuel cell. A fuel cell is a device that generates electricity by a chemical reaction. Every fuel cell has two electrodes, the anode which is positively charged and the cathode which is negatively charged. The reactions that produce electricity takes place at the two electrodes. Every fuel cell also has an electrolyte which carries electrically charged particles from one electrode to other and a catalyst which speeds the reactions at the electrodes. Multiple fuel cells are usually assembled into a stack and generate a direct current. Hydrogen is the basic fuel for fuel cells, but fuel cells also require oxygen. Fuel cell vehicle uses hydrogen gas to power an electric motor. Unlike conventional vehicles which run on gasoline or diesel, fuel cell cars and trucks combine hydrogen and oxygen to produce electricity which runs a motor. Since they are powered entirely by electricity, fuel cells are considered electric vehicles. All fuel cells are made up of three parts: an electrolyte, an anode and cathode. In principle, a hydrogen fuel cell functions like a battery, producing electricity which can run an electric motor. Instead of requiring recharging, however, the fuel cell can be refilled with hydrogen. These are the types of fuel cell. Number 1, polymer electrolyte membrane PEM fuel cell, direct methanol fuel cell, phosphoric acid fuel cells, molten carbonate fuel cells, solid oxide fuel cells, reformed methanol fuel cells, and regenerative fuel cells. This is a sketch of fuel cell in which you will see there is a passage provided for hydrogen as well as oxygen, and there are two electrodes, anode and cathode. Between that you will see there is an electrolyte, and after the chemical reaction water is given out. So this is a sketch showing you the fuel cell. How fuel cell works? The most common type of fuel cell for vehicle application is polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell. In PEM fuel cell, an electrolyte membrane is sandwiched between positive electrode and a negative electrode. Hydrogen is introduced to anode and oxygen is introduced to cathode. The hydrogen molecules breaks apart into protons and electrons due to an electrochemical reaction in the fuel cell catalyst. Protons then travel through the membrane to the cathode. The electrons are forced to travel through an external circuit to perform the work, providing power to the electric car, then recombined with the protons on the cathode side, where the protons, electrons and oxygen molecules combine to form water. How do fuel cell electric work using hydrogen? Let us see in detail. This is again somewhat details that I am adding here. Like all electric vehicles, fuel cell electric vehicles use electricity to power an electric motor. In contrast to other electric vehicles, FCEVs produce electricity using a fuel cell powered by hydrogen rather than drawing electricity from a battery. During the vehicle design process, the vehicle manufacturer defines the power of the vehicle by the size of electric motor that receive electric power from appropriately sized fuel cell and battery combination. Although automakers could design an FCEV with plug-in capabilities to charge the battery, most FCEVs today use the battery for recapturing braking energy, providing extra power during short acceleration events and to smooth out power delivered from the fuel cell, with the option to idle or turn off the fuel cell during low power needs. The amount of energy stored on board is determined by the size of hydrogen fuel tank. This is different from an electric vehicle where the amount of power and energy available are both closely related to the battery's size. Now this is a sketch showing you the hydrogen fuel cell vehicle, in which you will see there is a battery, auxiliary battery, then power electronic controller, transmission, after that fuel cell stack, electric traction motor, DC-DC converter, thermal system, battery pack, fuel filler. Let us see the function of each component. First one is battery auxiliary, which is auxiliary. In an electric drive vehicle, the auxiliary battery provides electricity to start the car before the traction battery is engaged and also powers vehicle accessories. Second component is battery pack. This battery stores energy generated from the regenerative braking and provides supplemental power to the electric traction motor. Next is DC-DC converter. This device converts higher voltage DC power from the traction battery pack to the lower voltage DC power needed to run vehicle accessories and recharge the auxiliary battery. Then electric traction motor using power from the fuel cell and the traction battery pack. This motor drives the vehicle's wheels. Some vehicles use motor generators that perform both the drive and regeneration functions. Fuel cell stack, an assembly of individual membrane electrodes that use hydrogen and oxygen to produce electricity. Fuel filler. A nozzle from a fuel dispenser attaches to the receptacle on the vehicle to fill the tank. Fuel tank. Hydrogen stores hydrogen gas on board the vehicle until it's needed by the fuel cell. Power electronics controller. This unit manages the flow of electrical energy delivered by the fuel cell and the traction battery, controlling the speed of the electric traction motor and the torque it produces. Thermal system for cooling. This system maintains a proper operating temperature range of the fuel cell, electric motor, power electronics and other components. Transmission. Electric transmission. The transmission transfers mechanical power from the electric traction motor to drive the wheels. So this is the function. After that we will see the difference between battery electric vehicle, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle and fuel cell electric vehicle. Battery electric vehicles are powered by an electric motor and battery with plug-in charging, while plug-in hybrid electric vehicles have conventional, that is petrol or diesel engine complemented with an electric motor or battery with the plug-in charging. And last, fuel cell electric vehicles use a fuel cell to create onboard electricity, generally using compressed hydrogen and oxygen from the air. This is the difference between hydrogen car and electric cars. Hydrogen cars are the vehicles that use hydrogen fuel cell as an alternative energy source to produce electricity, while electric cars are either partially or fully powered by electric motor instead of an internal combustion engine. Hydrogen and oxygen are fused chemically to form water, resulting in fuel cell reaction which produces electricity. In case of electric cars, the cars are powered by batteries which store charge exactly the way mobile phones do. Hydrogen fuel cells are much lighter than batteries and gassing up is quicker than charging an electric vehicle, while electric cars can be easily charged at your home like charging a mobile phone. Hydrogen cars tend to be more frugal than their battery operated counterparts in terms of range. In case of electric cars, range is limited in electric cars and even the most expensive EVs tend to offer a 300 miles range. In case of hydrogen cars, refueling options are very limited and there are very few hydrogen gas stations around. In case of electric cars, there is a fine network of charging stations all over the world. So this is the difference between hydrogen and electric cars. Thank you very much.